Hi, everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you about doing God's will. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7, "Therefore, whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, I will liken him to a wise man who built his house upon the rock. And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it did not fall, for it was founded on the rock. But everyone who hears these sayings of mine and does not do them, it will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand." Notice the word foolish means somebody who doesn't believe in God. "And the rain descended, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, and it fell, and great was its fall." So a lot of churches teach, oh yes, we are built on the rock. We are built on Jesus. Read this. Read this again until you get it. It's whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them. And then it says, but everyone who hears these sayings of mine and does not do them. So it's not about Jesus being the rock. Yes, he is the rock, but this is about doing the sayings of Jesus. And what are his sayings? He said, go into all the world, preach the gospel, heal the sick, cast out devils, make disciples. That's what he said. He also said that you should, help the poor and that kind of stuff as well. But you should be primary job as an ambassador of Christ is to preach the gospel, make disciples, heal the sick, cast out devils, raise the dead. He told us to do that. So whoever hears these sayings of mine and does them, he is the person who built his house on the rock. Let me read this for you in the Amplified. This is the Wuest translation. I really like it. I think it's very well done. Therefore, everyone who is of such a character as to be habitually hearing these words of mine and habitually doing them shall be likened to an intelligent man who is of such nature that he built his house upon the rocky cliff. So it's habitually hearing these words, i.e., you need to study your Bible every day. Number two is you need to be habitually doing them. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I went on a mission trip 25 years ago. Yeah, I did that. No, habitually doing them means it doesn't have to be every day, but normally every day or every other day or a couple times a week. You should be out doing stuff. Whenever somebody says to you, I'm sick, whenever someone says I have a devil, whenever someone says, I don't know if their God exists or not, you proclaim the gospel. Now, let me read to you another place here in the Bible. I'm going to read from John chapter 7. And Jesus said, my doctrine is not mine, but it is his who sent me. It's the Father's doctrine. If anyone wills to do his will to do his will, he shall know concerning the doctrine, whether it is from God or whether I speak on my own authority. So if you want to know the doctrine, if you want to know Jesus' teaching correctly, you have to will to do what you hear. He is not going to waste his time throwing pearls before swine. If you are not going to listen and if you're not going to do it, he's not going to tell you. and therefore you will not know the doctrine. Let me read this to you from the Weiss translation, which is more amplified. My teaching is not mine in origin, but belongs to the one who sent me. If anyone is desiring to be doing his will, he shall know experientially concerning the teaching. So, I want to be really frank with you right now. If you are at a church that does not have a mission program, an outreach program, does not tell people to go out on the streets witnessing, helping people, doing stuff that Jesus told you to do, you do not know the doctrine. Your pastor could have 50 PhDs. He could be a bishop. He could be ordained by the Pope. He could have visions and night dreams and all those kinds of things. But Jesus said, if you're not doing my will, you will not know. And if your pastor is not telling you to go out and witness to people, he does not know what he is talking about. You have to go out and do this. If you love Jesus, you will be like your teacher, and you will do the things that your master tells you to do. That's simple. What did Jesus do? He went around proclaiming the gospel, healing the sick, casting out demons, making disciples. Everyone has to do that. You can't write a check to do it. You can't have support a missionary in India that does this. You have to do it yourself. This is your own personal responsibility. You are a disciple, and you have to walk with Jesus. So write your comments. Thank you.